Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing an ABC deck profile update. So this deck is a deck that I wanted to play a pure build of. I actually built a Shadow variant if you guys want to check that out as well, but I wanted to show you guys what a pure variant would look like as well. So without further ado guys, let's get straight on this and I'll show you guys how to play this deck. It's a really fun deck to be able to play around with, and it's super easy to play and really fun. It's a really good deck to get for a beginner who's going to be playing around with this deck, and it's just a really fun deck. So let's get straight on this and I'll show you what I'm playing. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of A Assault Core. I remember when this card went to 1 and I just couldn't believe that it actually went to 1. But basically this is a 1900 beat stick that can, when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to add another Union monster from your graveyard to your hand. Really helps out the deck quite a lot to be able to get that additional play off of being able to add that to your hand and be able to go into other plays as well. Then we play 3 copies of B Buster Drake. B Buster Drake really helps out as well because basically Union monsters work really, for you guys who don't know, Union monsters are really interesting. Basically what they do is you can send, you can equip a Union monster to another Union monster as basically like an equip spell. And then after you do equip them as an equip spell, they just stick on the other monster until they're going to be destroyed by a card effect. If they're going to be destroyed by a card effect or by battle, you can send the other Union monster to the graveyard. Then they also have the effect of that you can special summon them to the field once per turn. You can either equip them or special summon them once per turn. But if this card is sent to the graveyard, you get to add a Union monster from your deck to your hand with B Buster Drake. So this one adds from graveyard to hand, this one adds from deck to hand. Then we play 3 copies of Crush Wyvern. See, Crush Wyvern really helps out in the deck as well because you get to, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon a Union monster from your hand. So basically, you get to either add one from your graveyard to your hand, add one from your deck to your hand, or add special summon one from your hand, which can be really beneficial for you in the long run. Then I play 3 copies of Gold Gadget. Gold Gadget really helps out in the deck because when it's normal summon, you can special summon out a level 4 machine monster from your hand. And if it's destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 gadget monster from your deck. Then we play 3 copies of Silver Gadget. Silver Gadget is kind of the same thing. It does the exact same thing as Gold Gadget, except you can't special summon another Silver Gadget. Then we play 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier, you just discard a light monster from your hand, and then if you do, you special summon this card from your hand. And then you can special summon, you can add a Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. And then you can only use that effect of Galaxy Soldier once per turn. But the cool thing is that you can actually special summon him twice per turn, but you can only use his add effect once per turn. So you can special summon him twice and then go into Cyber Dragon Infinity or link him away to special summon something else. Usually I summon Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is a really nice and easy card to go for. Then I play 1 copy of Heavy Mech Support Armor. This card is just a really good asset to the deck. Basically what this card does is that if it's normal summon, you get to target a Union monster in your graveyard and special summon it, which can kind of help you out in link plays and plays like that, which can really be beneficial to you. Then for the hand traps that we're going to be playing in this deck to make this deck a little bit competitive, because this deck is seriously like tier 2 right now. I feel like this deck is going to be like maybe tier 2 Rogue, maybe tier 3, but at least tier 2, probably tier 2. Then we're going to be playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom as well. Ash Blossom really helps out in this deck because it helps you be a little bit, like I said, more meta. Then we play Double Effect Veiler as well because the Double Effect Veiler just helps us. This is my favorite hand trap package. If I can fit it into a deck, I play Double Effect Veiler and triple Ash Blossom, and I'm good to roll with any duel in the whole game, like for real. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Really self-explanatory. You just want to get A, B, and C. It's easy as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. You know, every time I think of this deck, I think of that song. Every single time I think of that song by the Jackson 5. I can't help it. But this deck is really fun, like I said. Basically, you just send A, B, and C to the grave. You banish them or banish them from the field or grave, and then special summon A, B, C, Dragon, Buster, and then go after your opponent with that. And then there's different plays with A, B, C, Buster, Dragon where you can special summon back the pieces and then get them back on the field. But it all revolves around getting A, B, and C to grave and then banishing them and summoning A, B, C, Buster, Dragon together, which is really the main focus of the deck. So that's it for, like I said, the monsters. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Called by the Grave. You need 3 copies of Called by the Grave just to be able to stop your opponent from doing different things, like hand trapping you and stuff like that, which can kind of help you out. The only thing that you have to really watch out for is getting Called by the Grave yourself, because if you get Called by the Grave yourself, it really puts you in a bad situation if they hit the one piece that you have in the graveyard. Then we play 1 copy of Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial gets the piece that you need in the grave into the grave, like A, B, or C. If you have like A and B in grave and you need to get C to grave, you use Foolish Burial to send C to grave to get you another play. Then I have 1 little tech card that I play in this deck that I kind of want you guys to guess. I will give you a hint. It has to do kind of with gold and silver gadget. You guys might get that one, but you might not. So, comment down below, tell me what you guys think it is, and I'll reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, comment down below, guys, tell me what you think it is. So it is 1 copy of Double or Nothing. I know I did that in the last deck profile or in my Gravekeepers. Going to quickly reveal that to you guys, but I did that one in my Gravekeepers as well, where I played Double or Nothing. And Double or Nothing, what it does is you use it in combo with Utopia Double, and it makes you have a 10,000 attack point monster to be able to attack your opponent. So that's why it's a good card. And speaking of boosting attack points, we're going to be playing Double Limiter Removal. Double Limiter Removal really helps out in the deck as well because you play so many machines in the deck that you can get your machines really big off of 1 hit, or can protect your machines by flipping this during the damage step on your opponent's turn to be able to OTK your opponent. Then we play, or in the duel really quickly, then we play Double Terraforming. Terraforming helps us get Union Hanger to hand, which is another card that this deck really revolves around. And that is 3 copies of Union Hanger. So what Union Hanger does is makes the whole deck go round. If they ever limit Union Hanger, the deck is over. The dream is done if they hit Union Hanger. When this card is activated, you get to add a Light Machine Union monster from your deck to your hand, and then once per turn, if a Light Machine Union monster is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, you can target one monster, equip an appropriate Light Machine Union monster with a different name from your deck to that monster, but the Union monster you equipped cannot be special summoned this turn, which is not that big a deal because if it exists on the field, you can send it to the graveyard to special summon out your ABC Dragon Buster. It doesn't matter if they're in the Spell and Trap card zone. They can be in the Spell and Trap card zone to activate that ability, which is kind of cool. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, we're going to be playing the Solemn package, and that is 1 copy of Solemn Judgment and 1 copy of Warning, 1 Double Strike. I play this engine. You can play whatever else you want. I like this because it stops my opponent. You could play Destrudo if you wanted to play that in this position and play like a Destrudo, and then play like 3 more hand traps if you wanted to play Phantasme or something like that. But I personally like the Solemn package in here because it adds a little bit more of a control variant to this deck. I also have found that if you play like maybe 1 more hand trap and then play triple Torrential Tribute, you can also get some plays off because your ABCs don't really care about being in the graveyard, and you can really catch your opponent off guard by flipping a Torrential Tribute, and it can end their whole career in 1 hit, which can be really beneficial to you and really not beneficial to them. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. And guys, can I get a quick like and subscribe for playing on this champion? Like, this is not top 8. This is the champion ARG Easter Extravaganza mat that I won at my ARG just recently. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 3 copies of ABC Buster Dragon. You got to play 3 copies of ABC Buster Dragon. It takes A, Assault Core, B, Crush Wyvern, or B, Buster Drake, and C, Crush Wyvern, excuse me. And you have to summon it this way. This will make the whole deck make sense. Basically, you must special summon this card from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control, or from your graveyard, and then you get to special summon this card. So you can either be in your grave or on your field to special summon ABC Buster Dragon. That's why it's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. You just have that 3 ABCs on the field, or in the grave, you banish them, special summon ABC Buster Dragon. Then, once per turn, during either player's turn, you can discard a card, target a card on the field, banish it. And during your opponent's turn, you contribute this card to target up to 3 of your banished Light Machine Union monsters with different names, and special summon them. Basically, banish this, special summon ABC. Just as simple as that. Then you can use them as link material, or go back into ABC Buster Dragon later on. Then I play 1 copy of Borrelsword Dragon just to be able to OTK my opponent. It's extremely easy to go into Borrelsword Dragon. 1 copy of Borreload Dragon. Again, extremely easy to go into this because you're going to be able to summon monsters extremely quickly in this deck. Nightmare Unicorn to bounce cards my opponent controls. Nightmare Phoenix to pop spells and traps. Nightmare Cerberus to pop monsters. Platinum Gadget because we do play the Gadget engine in this deck, and we play 3 of each gadget, so we need a Platinum Gadget as well because it cannot be used as link material, which kind of sucks. But during your main phase, you can special summon a level 4 or lower machine monster from your hand to a zone this card points to. And if this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 gadget monster from your deck. Which basically you just use this with like an ABC piece and like you normal summon gadgets, and then you normal summon, or you special summon an ABC piece, link them together, summon Platinum Gadget, and then once you special summon Platinum Gadget, you have the arrows to go into stuff like ABC Buster Dragon or something else that you want to go into to be able to continue your plays. 1 copy of Hippo Shinnigan. Hippo Shinnigan, everything in the main deck is light, so we play Hippo Shinnigan to boost them all by 500. And to make sure ABC Buster Dragon go up to 3,500 on summon. Cyber Dragon Nova and then Cyber Dragon Infinity for the Galaxy Soldier play. This card comes in really clutch a lot for me to be able to summon Nova and then summon Infinity off of the Galaxy Soldier, which can come in really, really handy, surprisingly, to be able to just negate a card off your opponent and then have the ABC Buster Dragon as well under the Platinum Gadget or under the Hippo Shinnigan, whichever one you need. Baguska, because it's easy to make and to stall out your opponent, is probably one of the best rank 4s in the game, except for Utopia now, apparently, because it has so many different variants. 1 copy of Utopia for the Utopia Double card, and then 1 copy of Utopia Double to overlay with Utopia to get that 10k attack for the Utopia. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this one. It's a really fun deck to play around with. It's pretty budget, to be honest with you. I think you can probably get each one of the ABC pieces for like $0.25 a piece, to be honest with you. I think I purchased them for like $0.25 a piece. And even the secret rare ones at that. ABC Buster Dragon may run you $1, I think. And then the Union Hanger is probably 50 cents or so. Like, this deck is really cheap to play around with at the time that I'm making this video. And it's a really, really fun deck to play around with, and I really enjoy playing this deck. And it's a really fun, easy deck to play around with. If you're trying to get somebody into Yu-Gi-Oh! And you want to play around with this deck with them, this is the deck that I would teach somebody with to play with, and it's super fun, and I really hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. But before you guys go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of this video down in the comments down below. Hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.